You ever been fined $100 a day just for parking in a legal, public spot? Yeah, me too. And not just by anyone. By Patricia. Middle-aged tyrant in a golf cart, self-declared queen of our HOA, and the woman who once screamed at me, no joke, "You're blocking my golf cart plug," like we were in some suburban war zone. She dragged me to court over a charging station. A public one. Thought she could bury me in fees and humiliation. But man, what she didn't know was that I don't go down easy. And that meltdown she had in court. I'll be replaying that scene in my head forever. But let me back up a sec, because this whole circus started with a charging cable and a woman with way too much time on her hands. I'm Alex. I'm 35, work in software, live in Arizona in what was once a peaceful, HOA-run neighborhood. Keyword, once. I'd been using our community EV charger for months, no issues. Just plug in, do my thing, move on. Then Patricia rode in with her cherry red golf cart and decided that my charging spot out of all available ones was hers. Because it was closer to her route. Like she's the damn mayor of Golf Cart Town. The next morning, I get a fine tape to my windshield. Scented paper. Pink. Looked like a Valentine from someone who hates you. $100 a day for obstructing community traffic flow. No warning. No discussion. Just pay up. Then came the sticky note on my car. Read the rules, one said, unsigned. She even posted a smug photo of her cat on social media with a caption like "A class over chaos." Know your place. Like. What? I laughed at first. Figured she'd calm down. But she didn't. She doubled the fine. Started blocking my driveway with her cat folly, like a barricade. Answered the door with that little smirk, like, "Oops, didn't realize it was in your way." She knew exactly what she was doing. Then the phone calls started every morning, 6 a.m. On the dot. "This is the HOA, we've received noise complaints. I work from home. The loudest thing I do is type." I was about ready to lose it when Leonard stepped in. My neighbor, quiet guy, early 60s, always trimming hedges, keeps to himself. Turns out Leonard's not just a quiet neighbor, a retired lawyer who's been documenting Patricia's nonsense for 3 years. Told me how she drove off 3 families already, including one over a garden gnome. Yeah, really. He had folders, evidence, recordings. He just needed someone to push the first domino. So I did. I wrote Patricia a formal email, respectful, but firm, asking for clarification on HOA bylaws. Her reaction? Laughed in her driveway like it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen, then called someone while still laughing. I watched from my kitchen, and right then I knew. This wasn't about a charger anymore. It was about control. And she had just picked a fight with the wrong nerd. We started prepping. Leonard gave me his annotated bylaws, color-coded and highlighted like some legal rainbow of justice. I documented everything: photos, timestamps, even voice recordings. Then came the twist: she tried to unplug my truck while it was charging. In broad daylight. I caught it on video. Walked out calmly and asked, "Ma'am, can you explain what you're doing?" Her face went from smug to panic to furious. "I am the HOA," she shouted. I raised my phone. "And this is public property. All on camera." The clip went viral. Neighbors started messaging me. "She did this to us too. She fined us over sidewalk chalk." One family said she forced them to sell over a holiday wreath. That's when the game changed. I filed a formal complaint with the city, CC'd half the town council. Attached all her fine notices, every violation, every HOA misstep. And Leonard. He started prepping for court like it was the Super Bowl. When the summons came, Patricia looked like she'd already won. Walked into court with her high-priced lawyer like she was walking a red carpet. Said to her friend, loud enough for me to hear, "This'll be over in 30 minutes. Yeah. It took 3 hours. Her lawyer laid out his whole argument, he signed the community agreement, blah blah blah. I waited. Then stood up and handed the judge one page. Here's the 2022 bylaw update, I said. Article 7 fines over $50 need full board approval and a 30-day notice. Patricia's been skipping both for years. I watched the color drain from her face. Then I rolled out the rest: video evidence, social media posts, signed documents with no board vote. Leonard stood up, slow and calm, and dropped the hammer. Your Honor, the Thompson family was fined $2,000 for a garden gnome. No vote, no notice, no hearing. They were forced to sell their home. The judge sat in silence for a second, then ordered Patricia to pay me $1,200. When she heard it, she spit water all over herself in court. Literal spit take. Started yelling, "I make the rules. I am the HOA." Judge banged the gavel, threatened contempt. Then read off every line item: $400 refund, $300 for my time, $500 emotional distress, and ordered a public apology posted in the community center. And she still wasn't done. Sent me the payment in shredded, taped together bills like some kind of ransom note. Then tried to hold an emergency HOA meeting to rally support against me. This community has a troublemaker, she said. The only trouble was, no one bought it anymore. That night, Leonard stood up with that same folder and calmly read out story after story. Families fined over garden decor, lights, driveway chalk. The room was silent. Then the Thompsons, the garden gnome family, stood up. We lost our home because of her, the wife said. The vote to remove Patricia was unanimous. Even her own allies turned on her. 2 months later, a "for sale" sign showed up in her yard. The people who bought the house, young couple, environmental, drove a white Tesla. I watched from my kitchen as the new owner plugged into the same charging station Patricia had tried to claim as her own. She saw it too, stopped mid-box, stared like she was seeing a ghost. Then went inside and didn't come back out. That was the last time I saw her. Now our neighborhoods finally come again. Leonard's HOA president. Everyone actually talks. The chalk is back. The gnome. It's our new mascot. And every morning, that Tesla charges peacefully in the same spot she once tried to turn into her little kingdom. So let me ask you this: was it worth it? The court, the stress, the drama? Absolutely. Because sometimes the only way to fix broken systems is to drag the darkness into the light. And sometimes, the bullies with the biggest mouths are the ones who fall the hardest when you hand them their own rules and watch them trip over them. Now you tell me, was this justice? Or just revenge dressed up in legal paperwork? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to hear how you'd handle a power-hungry neighbor who thinks rules don't apply to them.